Yo people, hope you're good. It's Peters. Today we've got a special unboxing for one of the devices that's very popular on YouTube. This is like the iPad mini case that almost all influencers flipping promote on their channel, and they say this is the best. And honestly, I have my own iPad mini case and it's not doing too well. I literally got a second-hand official Folio case. I think it was for the iPad mini 6, and I just had the white one, the plain white one. I found it in the shop for like £15, and I thought, that's a deal. These things are like expensive. I don't remember what the price is, but these things are expensive, and I heard good things about them on Reddit, but on reality, it feels like the things I heard wasn't even all that good. Either that or this thing is just so worn out now that it's just useless to me. Because firstly, when I use the normal Apple case, this is for you guys, if you're trying to decide between an Apple Folio case and what's in the title, which is obviously the Moft Dynamic Folio case, I'm going to try and give you a comparison real quick based on my experience using this since November 2024 when I got my iPad. It's now 2025 September. Wow, time flies, bro. This case, it's not stable. When you put it in its different modes and you try and write in the drawing mode, the thing crumbles on itself a lot of the time. It does this a lot. Kind of, how can I display it? It kind of collapses in on itself a lot. It falls apart very frequently. I've had the iPad fall out of the case many times. Obviously it's magnetic, but I've had so many times where it's in my bag and the magnetism, the iPad kind of slips off its case, which is scary. This is meant to protect me. It doesn't feel like something that's protective, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't feel like that. It just feels weak. It feels weak. When I got it, it felt fresh and new. The way it looks now is a bit scuffed. I don't know if you can tell because of the focus, but like, the thing about it, it's not, I'm trying to focus for you guys, it's not doing the job, mate. It's just not doing the job. It's literally just, it's not a good case. That's my answer. I don't like it. And the fact that it's white makes it even worse for me, because it means that it just gets more dirtier every single time I use it outside. So we're putting that in the bin and we're swapping it with the Moft Dynamic Folio case that we always see on YouTube. So let's unbox it real quick right now. I'm gonna tell you my first impressions, and we'll move to the table and we'll use it at the table. Alright guys, we have made it to the table where we're going to unbox this bad boy. This is, like I said, it's the Moft Dynamic Folio case, meaning that it's meant to be able to shift or transform into different angles and different viewing methods, different drawing modes as well, to allow you to have even more flexibility than what the iPad mini one gives you. So this is compatible with my iPad, which is the iPad mini 7 mini gen. Sorry, that made no sense. This is the iPad mini 7th gen, so it's the newest iPad mini, and that iPad is the same size as the iPad 6, so it works with both of them. So yeah, with that said, let's get into this, right? So I'm gonna unbox it now. Here's some of my music, guys. I'm a sort of music artist, so what I'm gonna show you is some of my music.
Shower in the rain, just to feel. You've been off your game, if I'm being real. Nothing is the same when the passion's killed. You were holding on to love until it wasn't real.
For this unboxing, I'm going to play you my newest single, which is called Nezuko, which dropped today. If you're an anime fan, this song is this song is a remake of an anime episode for a show called Demon Slayer. So I rewrote an episode of Demon Slayer and put it into a lo-fi hip-hop song format so that people can still enjoy it even if they don't like anime like that.
She couldn't speak the truth, so when she's parting on his back to let him know he's coming through. It's so silent, muted. He doesn't understand, not making movements, so she pushes him away with a 1-2 kick, and he's stunned, scared, unprepared. But as he rotates, he realizes something weird, that the demon that he killed still running near. And there's people in the field that are struck with fear. Dilemma, is it them or his sister's care? Shower in the rain, just to feel. You've been off your game, if I'm being real. Nothing is the same when the passion's killed. You were holding on to love until it wasn't real.
Hi, yo, there's so many different versions of this thing, yeah. it's gonna take me a while to even get used to it. I guess the point of this video is just to say this, innit? I needed a new case. The Apple Folio case wasn't doing it for me. This case feels way more sturdy, I'll say that. It feels a lot thicker than the Apple Folio case, which is a good thing. It feels more protected. It is more complicated than the Apple Folio case, but I have a feeling that once you get over that hurdle of understanding the different ways that you can transform your iPad, your case, you're pretty good. But right now, it's got a little bit of a learning curve, but what's 10, 20 minutes of YouTube gonna do to my life? Do you know what I'm saying? So all of that to say, if you're interested in getting a case and you're wondering what the first impression is like, that is what it's like. It's a bit confusing. The unboxing, unless I'm just unskilled, which is very possible, I might just be stupid, fam. But the way I unboxed that was insanely it was nonsensical. It was nonsensical. That was a complex experience for me. Maybe because I'm filming, I don't know. But yeah, that's the first impressions of the Moft case. I'm not going to give a review right now, it doesn't make sense. But I wanted to give you what the first impressions is like and what it will be like going from the Apple case to the Moft. I might do a part 2 to the video later, so until then, peace out.